Warning signs for red tide are up tonight for those near the coastline in Bonita Springs. Fox 4 reporter Rob Manch joins us live from Hickory Island Preserve tonight, where several dead fish have actually washed up and a not so pleasant smell is in the air. Right, Rob?
Yeah, Shari, we're talking about 50 or 60 dead fish just right here in Big Hickory Island Preserve along the shoreline. And we've learned that those fish are coming from at least 2 major red tide blooms that have been identified right off the coast here in the Bonita Springs area, according to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. But despite warnings from the health department and all these dead fish on the ground, we learned that the red tide still caught some visitors by surprise. Over on Bonita Beach, people were out and about, despite the air being a little difficult to breathe.
The red tide was a bit of a surprise to us because at first we were just kind of unexplained coughing, and with COVID fear, everybody was like, what's going on?
Then J.J. McCarsell says he spotted signs like these and saw the fish washing up on shore.
Seeing dead fish on the beach, they're not big ones, but there are a lot of small ones. It's disturbing, and then I see the birds eating them, and then you have to presume the birds are going to be affected.
At the FGCU Water School, they say it was just a matter of time before we saw dead fish.
We were just all kind of waiting for the shoe to drop.
Executive Director Greg Tolley says he had a feeling red tide blooms were coming when water releases from Lake Okeechobee were extended all the way through November.
The November rains that have led to some freshwater releases coming down the Caloosahatchee River, putting extra nutrients in an area that's already experiencing red tide is obviously not going to help the situation.
But Tolley says these dead fish may not end up being as bad as what we saw back in 2018.
This is so localized compared to what was going on 2 years ago that we don't see the same kind of impact yet.
You can see the difference when you compare Bonita Beach with Sanibel, where we couldn't find any dead fish. McCarsell says he's accepted that he'll just have to deal with it for now.
It passes. It's a natural occurrence phenomenon. It's just unpleasant at the time.
And Tolley tells me because this bloom is so localized right here off the coast in the Bonita Springs area, his hope is that we'll stop seeing dead fish wash up on the shoreline within the next few weeks to a month. In Lee County, Rob Manch, Fox 4.
Rob, thank you. And if you would like to learn more about our Protecting Paradise series and read more about our environmental stories, you can head to fox4now.com/protectingparadise.